Hey, welcome to a special edition of All Star Fandom Show. We're going live right now. We're about to do the review for Sinners, the movie. It was awesome. And as you know, I'm not here by myself. I have a really special guest. Listen, from the mic to the masses, from the booth to the screen, he's the voice you hear and the name you won't forget. A lyrical architect, a vocal powerhouse, and a global vibe. This is my man, ATO Worldwide. Welcome. ATO Worldwide. Tell the people. Tell the people who you are.
You already did, man.
I know I did. I did so good that I wrote
You
that.
you did a fantastic job, brother.
I wrote that. Hey, but today,
I,
look.
I appreciate that. That was awesome. Thanks, man.
Hey, no doubt. Today, listen. Let me get the screen set up. That's what we're talking about today. And y'all know me. Y'all know how I get down. I bring the guests in, and we're gonna jump right into it. We're not gonna hold you too tough. We're gonna talk about Sinners right now. The movie, Ryna Coogler. Oh my God. Michael B. Jordan. Oh my God. This movie was awesome. But ATO, tell me what you thought about it. I'm talking about from the time it came on to the time it went off.
Boy,
I want to know what you thought.
You know what's so crazy? I got invited to go to a screening last year. And we couldn't make it because of our schedules, man. And like it was in LA, so that's like from where I live, it's 2 hours. It's a 2 hour drive, man. So I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, it's cool. I just wait for it to come out in theaters. It's a Ryna Coogler film, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dope. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I ain't think nothing of it, right? I kind of feel stupid for not seeing it before everybody else. But we saw it the day it dropped.
Yeah.
And I can honestly tell you this right here, son. Like, we have our podcast, that type of talk, and we interview a lot of dope people. And we also have the Splash Talk where Corey does a lot of the reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I went into this film, I watched it with my family, and he went and watched it with his family. With our schedules, lately our schedules are all over the place, man. So
yeah.
We watched it we watched it a day apart, and he was like, yeah, it was good. But I hyped it up. I'm like, it's the fact that what I enjoyed the most was the pacing of the film, right? Yeah. And the gotcha bitch moment, gotcha bitch, like those moments, like gotcha bitch, like those moments, bro. And then I'm thinking, I'm watching, and then you see all these amazing actors. I forgot the brother's name, man. The older gentleman who
Delroy Lindo, one of my favorite actors.
The harmonica, right?
Yes.
When I think about him, I think about him being an asshole in films, the bad guy, and I also think about him. I also think about him being the time cop in the one.
Yeah, with Jason Statham and
Jet Li, right?
And Jet Li, yep.
Anyways, his performance in this film was great.
Yes,
was awesome, right? The young man, I don't know who the young man. I don't know everybody's name. I know who I know, but I don't know.
The new guy, Miles Canton.
That's Baby Ryna Coogler because they kind of sound the same. They have the same dead ass, bro. They got this. Anyways, I get well. To answer the question, I thought the movie was great. It made me really want to explore the whole on-screen acting stuff for real, because it's just it's how captivating. But then again, it also depends on a cast, people's experience, and then your direction, whoever your director is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they did a swell job. I was really impressed with Katie, bro.
Yes, she did an excellent job. So look, if y'all don't know who we're talking about, man, let me say this. Y'all know I go to films, I go to movies, and the first thing I'm doing, I'm listening to the music. The music, this whole film was an event. The music was captivating from the time it came on, and the fact that the whole introduction, the first monologue was somebody that sings so good that it breaks the barrier between the real world and the spiritual world, right? So that's what we dealing with. Now, you as a musician, I know you was kind of feeling that too, especially when they started going from future to the past and was mixing it all together.
Yeah, that was dope.
We try not to give away no spoilers. I'm just going to say this. It's a beautifully directed scripted, well acted film. You will not be disappointed. Michael B. Jordan's acting is brilliant in this film. The direction of this film was brilliant. The representation in this film was brilliant. The way it was shot, the darkness and the lighting was brilliant. This whole film was brilliant. I want to know, what did you think about the music when he started singing in the juke joint?
Yeah, I kind of gathered what they were doing when they had the particular scene.
Mm-hmm.
I gathered what they were up to, what they were attempting to do, and I thought that was real smart. The music was great. You know what I mean? I'm not really a big. I grew up in the South, obviously, and I know all about the whole,
Blues,
why juke joints existed, and we know about the BB Kings and Muddy Waters. We know about all that stuff, right? But when we were watching, I'm watching this movie, I felt like I knew the language, the slang and the way they spoke and how the jargon. I knew the language, and I think everybody delivered very well. Even when they're acting like they're being whoever taught them how to use specific Southern accents, they did a great job, man.
Yeah, they really did. And the movie, it carried the young man, Miles Caden. I pronounced his name wrong, Miles Caden. I didn't even know he was a real singer until I had to look up some information on it. He's a real R&B singer. I didn't know that, but he has a voice. He does have that kind of voice that when you hear his voice, you stop in your tracks and be like, "Wait a minute, where did that come from?" I didn't expect that to come out of him. When he started singing in the car, when he started playing the guitar, Stack looked at him like, "Wait a minute, where'd that come from?" Right. When you had that voice, you know what I'm saying? And he had that kind of voice that quote unquote pierced the veil between the real world and the spiritual world, which woke up the vampire, and this is not your typical vampire movie. Man, this movie is about two brothers who just got back from wherever they came from, and now they want to build a juke joint because they want the people to come and have some fun. Of course, they want to make some money,
right?
But upon them having opening night, is interrupted by some visitors that they didn't want, and the visitors really didn't give two hot dogs if they wanted them or not, and pretty much they came in and pretty much wrecked the show. But before that happened, there's one specific scene. Well, not even the specific scene I want to talk about. There's one person I want to talk about. I always mess up her name. Her name is Wumi Mosaka. She was in she was the I can't call it the voodoo lady. She was the lady that was frying the catfish. I'm gonna say it like that. And so she's the lady. She is the voodoo lady. We can call her that, right?
You talking about the love interest?
Yes, dog.
She's not no. That's voodoo lady, yeah, but she the root. She the root lady. She do the root
lady. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm thinking to myself, bro. So she made the root for your man's. Why she ain't make one for the brother?
Well, because remember, she wasn't in a relationship. She's in a relationship with the one brother, and they weren't together at the time. So remember, who was the soldier?
They both were soldiers, Smoke and Stack. They were both in the war.
Oh, they both went to war?
Yeah, they both fought in Germany.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm assuming she did that because he's obviously her interest, her love interest. So
yeah.
And then they had the kid and everything. They whatever, the whole. So I'm assuming that's why she didn't do one for the other brother. But bro,
what you thinking? What you thinking? Cause I see that look on your face. What you thinking?
You know how the scene, the special scene in the film.
Yes.
Okay, we need to pick up there.
Can we though without spoiling?
Yes, we can.
Okay, well let's go.
Watch this. We pick up there. We don't jump the gun. We pick up the special scene because it's a fitting scene. That dude. So that how Michael B's character was when he showed up with the gold, whatever, and then the person with him. That's so 1992, bro. You can't even. Come on now. Boy had with the Coogee on and all.
Yes. and the drip and the whole joint.
So all I want to see. This is what I want to see, bro. And I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna find a way to reach out to Coogler. I'm gonna reach out to somebody. I know some people that know him. Let's check this out. If you hadn't done this already, I'm gonna just dash my little and make sure you timestamp this shit.
Yeah.
Let's do the sequel in the 90s, the New Jack era, the New Jack Swing era. And then we also need a new character that's a seasoned veteran. And it's a nod to a particular film, Eddie Murphy.
I think I knew you was going there. I knew you was going there.
Eddie, now check this out. No. And then check this shit out right here, bro. We're going to continue Bro, let me show you some shit, bro. Let me show you how my mind works, cuz.
All right, so while you doing it, let me give the people some context. So, without giving you a spoiler.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do it like this. Without giving you a spoiler, there's a scene where Michael B goes into this club.
Just don't leave the theater.
I'm not. Don't leave the theater. So, don't leave the theater. Y'all gotta watch the end credits and the post credits and all that. But there's a point where Michael B's character goes into the club. He has the drip on from the 90s. He got the whole change, the ring and everything, and he with his girl, the whole look. And this is where ATO wants to pick up the second film, which they have been greenlit for Sinners 2.
Yep.
To pick up the second film right here, not only will Michael B's Jordan be in it, he wants to bring back the vampire from Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy.
Now watch this. Awesome. So now Pete. It's not particularly the vampire in Brooklyn because I'm only saying this because of canonically it doesn't make sense, but culturally it'll make sense, right?
Yeah.
So we did Sinners. Sinners had Michael B. Jordan and all these amazing actors, and it's a film about the past, and it's a film about supernatural stuff and the hard times of black folks and whatever, right? When I say we it's a nod. I want to see Eddie Murphy. If you know, you know. I want to see Angela Bassett.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, come on.
Last but not least, I want to see Wesley Snipes, because if you know, you fucking know.
Dog.
You understand? You see what I just did right there?
I see what you just did right there.
So I basically took the whole Marvel alum,
yes,
and the cultural, because when I saw what Katie did, bro, she gotta be a star. And then on top of that, now we're gonna offset that shit, right? Kiefer Sutherland, one of the Lost Boys. Stop playing with me, bro.
So I don't know if y'all really follow vampire movies like this. So,
anything vampire. So, and if you want to see how much money we got left over in the budget, let's go get Tom Cruise.
Dog.
Go get Tom Cruise.
And I wish Aaliyah was alive, because we'll put her in that joint.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's a
movie, bro.
That's a vampire movie for you.
You're breaking the internet, bro.
Yes,
if you think Black Panther has such a humongous impact on our culture, on American culture, and then now you got Sinners, that's gonna do numbers, because Sinners is basically gonna turn into a classic, bro. Sinners, if Sinners gains a trilogy, bro, it's gonna be the new Star Wars. Yeah. In that, because okay, watch the scene where the young man was playing the guitar. I kind of peeped what they did. I was like, oh, they're kind of telling us what's going to happen in the future, because this is probably going to happen in this film or something else. And then you see what happens to the building, and then there's all these different people from different walks of life, from different points in time, and all in one little section. And I'm like, yo, I see what they did.
Yeah,
that's so great. But see, the cool thing I loved about this film, that it kept you guessing, oh, she a bad person, oh, he a bad guy, whatever. It kept us guessing, and then we didn't know what to expect.
You couldn't pinpoint one person.
Yeah,
except for the vampire, the first vampire.
Of course. But then when we saw the the trio out doing what they was doing,
Mm-hmm.
you immediately forgot about who the star of the movie was.
Yes, you did.
Because the star of the movie was what? Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yes.
But it's not Michael B. Jordan. The star of the movie is whoever the fuck the star of the movie is, bro. Like, and that shit was so brilliant, dog.
It's brilliant like, the way it was shot. So yeah, it is, but it is centered. I must say this for the people that are just tuning in. We are doing a review of the movie Sinners. Just came out Friday, starring Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo, Miles Caden, a whole slew of excellent actors and actresses.
That boy said a slew.
A slew. And it is it starts off with a young man, preacher boy, who wants to sing the blues, but his dad is like, nah. But he like, nah, Pops, I'm gonna sing the blues. Mm-hmm. I'm about to go out here with my cousins, and I'll be back in the morning. And he has a whole experience that night. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this one part. He kissed a girl. First girl he kissed. And had a whole experience. And then bad stuff starts to happen. It starts to go awry. The twins end up, taking care of some people, hey, and let him have a drink, you know what I'm saying? Let him play his little guitar, do his thing. But then the vampires arrived, and when they arrived, it was something to behold. And like I said before, the way it was shot, from the way they covered their eyes until it was time for you to see their eyes in the moment, that was genius to me, dog. And the way that they started salivating when they were hungry, that's something I had never seen before.
Yeah.
Film. And I thought that was pretty. That was a pretty cool little, just a little touch of something different to let you know, hey, it's time to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when it was time to eat, they ate. And the Asian lady, I'm gonna tell you this one part of the movie that really upset me, dog. I know the Asian lady wanted to get home, but bro, when she said what she said and they came in that door, I was like, oh, it's over with. I guess that's the end of this. That's the end of everybody, dog.
That also, that was, because I mean that's why she wanted to get home.
I know why she did it, because I think every mother in that position would have done the same thing.
But you know what's crazy? I love how they showcased that part of like the alliance with Black people and the Asian community.
Yes.
How, because that's real.
Yes.
Like that, like you got a lot of like folks that are from different countries and stuff like that integrated into black culture, into
the South,
and they became one people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And example perfect: Atlanta, Clayco, Miami. Like it was so dope to see that. You know what I mean? It just, again, it took me back to being in Miami. Like I grew up, like those Southern Asian folks, bro. Like or the Caribbean Asian people, the Chinese,
and it throws you when they start talking though. Like you like, wait a minute, where that accent come from?
You feel me? And they still sound like they sound crazy, but they still sound like they, they're native country and stuff, but they got that twang to it though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I like that, man. That was dope.
Man, but I'm gonna tell you something. I like the twin story from them being in war, coming back, being gangsters. They left, became gangsters, but they came back. They still have a reputation.
Yeah.
Everybody know their reputation. So they want to start a juke joint, so they can make money.
Yeah.
The way they got their money, it don't really matter how they got their money. Just know they got it.
They got it.
But the on top of that, and this is where a lot of the Black people that was in my theater at the moment, the whole ending, and I'm not going to give it away, just say it's some bad people after the Black men, and they got taken care of. And when I mean they got taken care of, they wasn't expecting your boy to be off in the woods picking up shoot. No. That scene there.
But he actually is so dope. He knew what he expected them to come back anyway. Yep. And on top of that, the vampire I mean the guy, I don't want to say vampire.
It's all good.
The one, he basically told him what was going to happen.
Yep. Because he had already his nephew,
Hey, but isn't that Buddy from Game of Thrones? That's Buddy from Game of Thrones.
I think that is him.
I think it's, yeah.
And let me tell you something. and I have to look up her name. Y'all excuse me because I try to memorize a lot of people, but this young lady, Haley Steinfeld.
Steinberg, bro.
Steinfeld.
It's Steinfeld.
Yes. Yes. That young lady acted her behind off in this movie, bro.
No, bro. Her performance, first of all, her performance.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Her performance is crazy, bro. Like, you got, and that's this is the closest you'll ever get to Hellmonger. I mean, Killmonger. Killmonger and Hawkeye and Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
In a you know what I'm saying? That's a
close film, yeah.
One movie, bro. That was fire though, bro. That was crazy.
Man, the acting was so good. I know I keep saying this, but y'all really have to go and check out this film.
Yeah.
Man, Ryna Coogler did his thing on this one. Michael B did his thing on this one. Delroy Lindo is by far one of my favorite actors, and people don't talk about him enough. From Romeo Must Die to The One to this film. To
he was Romeo Must Die. I only saw Romeo.
He was the father
once. Yeah.
Man, he is such a good actor, bro, and people don't talk about him enough. Man, I hope to one day meet him, dude. He in Gone in 60 Seconds. People don't realize he was the cop that was chasing Nicholas in the film, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was a really good movie, man. But go and see this film.
I want to see him and Keith David in the film together,
dude.
That'd be crazy, right?
That would be crazy. But what would this film be? Dude, they could put Keith David in Sinners too. He can be
what? On his Goliath?
Yeah.
I can already see him now. I can already see him now. In the 90s, you got Keith David.
Dog, that would be tight. But before we get out of here, ATL.
To the top of the castle. Elisa, Xanatos your mind. Oh, like.
Hey, people. I know I didn't mention this, but ATO is a voice actor, one of the best in the business.
Oh man,
how can I make my voice sound like Keith? I've been trying. I can't do it.
Like me?
I've been trying, bro. I can't do it,
bro. You know they have people's. That's why they cast people for certain types of roles.
Yeah.
So you have like a unique sound, man. You have a unique tone in your voice, and then you have a specific twang that you'll never be able to get rid of, dog.
I know.
You're who you are, brother. You're who you are, bro. So if I were you, I would just try to look for things.
Yeah.
That complement your voice,
the natural voice that I have.
Your voice and your accent. Because you have a strong. You should have been in Sinners, bro.
I know. I'm trying to be in the second one. Look, if you make the phone calls,
I don't know nobody like that. I just know people that know people. I don't know. I can't make shit. If I made a phone call, I'm making a phone call for myself.
Hey man, I told my wife today. I said I could be the vampire river dancing in the background. I got you. You feel me?
They was back there river dancing, boy.
They was getting it. But before we leave, I'm gonna ask you about one scene.
Yeah, for sure.
And we try not to give it away. But the scene right after he got shot, and he's going off, kind of reminded me of that Gladiator scene when he was getting ready to die, but he ain't dead yet.
Right.
And he saw the other side, and he was like, "I want some of that because that looked peaceful." But then he wake up for just a brief second. Man, how did you understand that scene? I know you broke it down when you was thinking about it, because I didn't understand when he came back to the grave and when he said, "I'm here." I didn't catch it until that scene. When he said, "I was here."
Nope. For the baby?
Yeah. I didn't even catch that.
Oh, you mean the first time?
Yeah, because she said something to him. She said, it's somebody waiting for me on the other side. And it's somebody
waiting for you
on the other side.
Yeah, it was somebody waiting for him. She said somebody's waiting for me on the other side, and it's the baby. Because remember, she's spiritually connected to the other world, right?
Yeah, man.
But she goes, if I get bit, just take me out, because I ain't trying to have my soul stuck on it. I gotta go check for my
man.
Body, right? And then she also said to him, you also got somebody waiting for you over there, and that's the baby.
Man, that hurt my heart when she got bit, dog. I was like, nah, man. I said, man, at least one of y'all got to survive this evening.
Nah,
Somebody got to survive till light time.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this is a budget. This is the budget. This is the book. What is it? The financial advisor in me, right?
Yeah.
The joke. I was laughing the whole time, and my lady was like, "What's so funny?" I was like, "You don't get it unless I express it to you." So, I laughed when he said, "Oh, we got to split up." Okay, the reason he said they got to split up is because they got to shoot the two separate scenes, and it's also to save the fucking budget. Oh, the CG, they try to put them, impose them together under them to do the deep fake because it was two people, and it was a deep fake on the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when they did some of the fights, you could also see the stuntman. You'll see the stuntman like, oh, okay, the guy has the same body type as Michael, and you can see the other dude's face, but there's certain scenes when they're together.
Yeah.
Like it's a deep fake. It's a body, but then it has the face of Michael.
I'll tell you one thing, it was really good. Really good.
No, they did an amazing job. I mean, they did a swell job on that. You know what I mean? But that was funny. Like, oh yeah, let's separate.
Yeah.
but it makes sense for one of them. It makes sense for either both of them to die or one to die.
One of them, yeah.
Because it saves the hassle of trying to make another, the whole twin
thing,
shit, whatever, right? Let's make it make sense. Okay, the brother got bit, he got possessed. Okay, cool. So he's still alive, but he's undead now.
Yeah.
But then the other brother, the main brother, like the main one, the legit, basically the leader.
So we'll give him that. We'll say the name Smoke and Stack. That's the twins. That's the name of the twins. So right now he's talking about the one Smoke was the big brother.
Yep, and
Stack is the little brother.
He had to die.
Yeah,
he had to sacrifice himself. For his, for his brother and whoever. So that one and so if they are to do a second one, I'm pretty sure they're gonna find a way to just focus on the one brother, and then probably have a way where he can kind of like astral plane or go to the other world and talk to
and visit with his brother.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. But I mean, honestly, for the most part, I like what they did with the twins, and that was great. And Michael B. Jordan's acting is like really, really stellar. Like it's his first of all, it's his body language is great. The posture, and then his line deliverance and stuff, and then how they do the Southern accents.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really like just like intrigued by that. Like, man, they was really killing it, bro.
Yeah.
And Haley
did a great job.
Haley got. I didn't even expect to see her in the film, but then again, you got to remember that's that Marvel crew, bro. Like everybody rocking. You know what I'm saying? So why not? You got some of the best actors in the world doing these. And also. So one thing about Coogler films, it also, how like, for me personally, like I'm a fan of like old Hollywood, right? The 80s and the 90s, and we could remember all those actors and we know their names. We could Bruce Willis, Patrick Dempsey, Eddie Murphy. We know all these dudes, right?
Yep.
But these new guys, you don't really know. You kind of forget who they are and what they do and whatever. But then when you watch a movie like a Coogler film, like some of his movies, it makes you go look up those actors, and now you want to follow what they have going on, and you want to get invested in their career and like what they, films that they're gonna. That was great. That was an amazing touch, man.
And that lets you know that's what, to me, that's what makes a film brilliant. When you want to go and follow and see their career progress. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a film brilliant to me. When you want to go and follow the actors that you just got finished watching, and you're like, okay, I'm invested in them now because this is really good acting. I love acting. I love to see that on the big screen. But before we get out of here, I'm just gonna hit you with a little bit of theory that I was thinking before I left the film. I know on screen they showed Smoke getting up out of there, but what if Stack came back at night?
Wait a minute. Okay, Stack.
They didn't really show Smoke dying. Remember? They just showed him pass out. But what if Stack came back during that evening and
bit his brother.
Yeah, dog.
I'm
just saying, think about it.
I mean, that's cool too.
And then we got the twins for 60 years out there wrecking shop, dog.
Yeah.
Because it was 1992 when he popped back up.
That's a fact. You know what's crazy? So, when he was banging on the door and I thought his eyes they did the glare.
It was silver. Yeah,
it was silver. I'm like, oh, maybe he's fighting it.
Right?
Nah.
Nah. Dude, these were the vampires. You was like, man, they were not the most beautiful vampires, and when they got messed up, they got messed up. Bruh. And they ain't come right back to right immediately. I'm like, nah, dog. But it was, I thought, and it wasn't like my wife said, it wasn't the type of horror film that you were expecting to see, like horror right out the gate. Horror, jump scare. Mm-hmm. Nah, it was brilliantly put together. The way he built up the whole day, leading to the evening, leading to the party, all through the party.
That was one whole, and that's crazy. That was one full freaking day.
One full day.
That was one whole day, and it's like, damn, that's a day? Shit.
Yeah, dog. It was an absolutely brilliant film. But look, we got to wrap this up. Look, ATO, I appreciate you coming on and just chopping it up with your boy for a brief minute about the movie Sinners. That's been, look, our little review of Sinners. This movie is absolutely brilliant. If you have not seen it, take time out. Look, make it a date. Go and see this film. I would love to know. We would love to know what y'all think. Come back, drop a comment in the section below. And ATO, you want to tell the people what you're working on lately? What you got going on so they can come follow you?
I'm working on my life.
Are we all?
I'm working on trying to be a better person.
Yeah, aren't we all, dog?
Nah, man. And for those of you follow me, man, ATO Worldwide. You can follow our podcast at That Type of Talk. You can also follow the K Good. I think it's the _ K Good. I don't know. Forget it. Just follow him. Follow me. Follow All Star. Follow Rufus and Dion. Everybody. Anyway, I'm working on some new music as always. Just some new VO stuff. I'm doing auditions every day, voiceover, all of that. We have I am performing this May 17th with a lot of great artists that are very legendary. Some legendary artists, man. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm on this show. I'll be doing that show. For more updates and things like that, feel free to just check me out, ATO Worldwide. Just follow me, shoot me follow, DM me, whatever. I don't care. I'll follow you back. And that's it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, it's been another episode of All Star Fandom Show. You can like, follow, share, and subscribe. All Star Fandom Show, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And until next time, we out of here. Peace.
Later.